Well, happy Mardi Gras, everyone. It is noon on Fat Tuesday. Juan Kincaid, Madeline Adams with you. Captain America, Captain Marvel.
Yes,
we're live on the balcony of Dat Dog here in the Meridian on the Frenchman Street, and it's overcast, it's windy. We want to get a check of the weather, so let's send it right to Hannah Gard in the studio. Hey, Hannah.
Hey guys, you're probably noticing those winds really starting to pick up out there. We have a strong storm system that's setting up to our west. We've even seen a confirmed tornado out here near Alexandria, and this strong line of storms is going to continue moving eastward as we go throughout the rest of this afternoon, eventually moving into our area. We have tornado watches in effect over there, lots of severe thunderstorm warnings. We're likely going to see a tornado watch issued for our area as we go throughout the afternoon. But right now what you're noticing are the winds. Look at the palm trees out here on the lakefront. Really gusty winds. We're seeing the clouds even moving very quickly across the screen. We're starting to get wind gusts over 50 miles per hour. At the airport in Kenner, many of our stations are clocking winds of over 40 mile per hour wind gusts. So we're really starting to get into that dangerous wind category. Because of that, we do have a high wind warning in effect. That's until 9 this evening. These are southerly winds, so they're not from the storm system itself, not from the storms, but they're heading into that storm system and fueling it. They're funneling that humidity up to the north, and it's making for really breezy conditions. We're going to see the winds continue to pick up, peaking around 2 and then lasting until those storms get through. You see the wind direction change after that front passes, after the storms. That'll be around 6 to 8 that we see the storms make their way all the way through. So today is a first alert weather day because of those high winds. That's why we had all of those parades rolling earlier. These are dangerous winds for high profile vehicles. So if you do have to drive around on elevated roadways, make sure you're taking it really cautious out there. And then we have the severe storms coming in later. There is an enhanced tornado risk across most of our area that we did not have yesterday. It's been extended down to the south. The good news is this system is going to be in and out very quickly. You can see on the radar it's a very skinny line of storms. But this is what I'm talking about with the tornado risk. These black lines are what we call hatching. That's where the greatest risk to see a strong tornado is and damaging winds. A strong tornado is an EF2 plus. So you really want to pay attention to that threat. And then damaging winds, 75 mile per hour winds or above. That's going to lead to widespread power outages, down trees, and if you have Mardi Gras decorations out there, tents out there, make sure you're securing that by this afternoon because the winds ahead of the system are going to pick up, and then we'll have really gusty winds coming through along with that line. So the entire area in that enhanced risk for severe storms, except for the far southern coastal regions. So let's play this out. We start to see some showers, some rainfall by about 1 to 2. We could have an isolated storm or two, but the closer the line gets to us, the more it starts to come together. Where we see these pops of purple, those could be individual cells embedded in the line of storms. That's where we watch for that tornado threat. And in this line of storms, we're also going to see embedded damaging wind gusts. So this is pushing through about 5 to 6 through the central parts of the area, moving off to the east about 6 to 8. And then by the time we get to 8 to 9, we're just seeing some lingering shower and storm activity down in the coastal areas. Then it's all out of here by late tonight. So it is fast moving, but that tornado potential, this is the significant tornado potential. This is going to peak around 3 to 6. That's when we have that afternoon heating. We're going to have all of the wind energy, the dynamics of the atmosphere will be at peak potential to see those tornadoes as the line passes through. So this is a very significant tornado threat. We want to make sure you remember the difference between a watch and a warning. If we have a watch issued, that means we could see tornado warnings possible. With a warning, that means that a tornado is spotted either by radar or confirmed. And an emergency means that this is a severe threat to life and could be potentially catastrophically damaging. So make sure you download the Fox 8 weather app. We'll keep a close eye on this all the way throughout the rest of the day. We'll be live on there, and you can get all of those weather alerts and warnings. But for the rest of today, we'll get to the upper 70s ahead of those storms. We'll have those really gusty winds. It's going to feel like almost 80 degrees though with that humidity. You're already feeling that out there, and we are going to see the storms passing through in the evening. After that, temperatures falling. For Ash Wednesday, we'll be in the mid 60s, down to the low 60s on Thursday. We start to warm up really quickly Friday, back to the upper 70s ahead of another storm chance at the start of the weekend. We could keep the rain around through the second half of the weekend as well, but we're kind of bouncing around in that springtime feel after this. But we'll get back to Juan and Madeline. We are still looking at those really windy conditions ahead of these storms through the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. If you can't tell by my hair and Juan's hair, it is really windy right now on this balcony of Dat Dog in the Marini.